Hi, in this video we'll explain the PCI Data Security Standard Requirement 7 10-minute challenge. So the idea is to use Active Directory, Centrify Suite Standard Edition, and a couple of Unix and in this case a CentOS and a Windows machine, and enforce the requirements of DSS3 Requirement 7 access controls in less than 10 minutes. And basically what I want to accomplish is to show how easy it is to do this when you have a unified infrastructure like Active Directory, and how you can do it across platforms using a single solution with Centrify. So PCI Requirement 7 is all about limiting access based on business need to know. So it's what we call least access and least privilege, and the system have to be closed, meaning that if you're not a PCI user, you shouldn't have access. From our perspective, the only controls that cannot be implemented are 714 documented approval. That's typically accomplished if you have a workflow application, or even with a form, or even with an identity management solution that has approvals. But you'll see how easy it is to document. And 7.3, you will see that at the end of the day, it will be about just just put a person in a group in AD, and that's the process. So explaining what we're going to do is we have to have a scenario. So we already have a huge scenario built throughout time in this blog, but all we're going to do is add two computers. We're going to add a CentOS 7 machine that is a LAMP system, is running Linux with Apache, MySQL, and PHP. And we have a Windows Server 2012 R2 that runs SQL and IIS Server. Our role is developers. We're going to test with the J. Peterman, and the idea is that we should be able to, in the context of Windows, run SQL Server Management Studio. This Management Studio has been set up with Windows integrated authentication, and only administrators can do certain functions. So my user logged in here, Peterman. If he wants to delete a login, he can't, because he has access denied. If he wants to run a command like IIS reset, if he runs it, he's going to get access denied because he's not a local administrator. And if he runs the services snap in and wants to stop a service, let's just say he's a developer. If he wants to stop a SQL server, this is not even available to him. It's all grayed out, as you can see right here. So he's not a local administrator. That's what I wanted to show first before I do everything. And on the Unix side, I have my RHEL platform here, and it's based on RHEL 7, CentOS 7. If I look at the password file, there's no local human users, only service accounts. So the user should be able to elevate to MySQL account to stop, start, and restart the Apache service using the system CTL utility, something like restart HTTPD. He should be able to do something like that, but not know the root account, and edit files in the var dub HTML. So that's the idea. We're going to try and do this across multiple platforms, and we're going to try and set it up in basically in 10 minutes. So my system here does have the Centrify bits copied, but it doesn't even have Centrify installed. So we're going to have to do an RPM install, a join, and everything, and set up the roles and rights. Over here, this machine does not have the Centrify agent installed, so we're going to have to get it from a different machine and go from there. So we're going to basically start and grab all that information and get it going. So let's start the challenge.